Hello guys, it is day 21 and welcome to this video. Anyways, this might be a little bit long because I'm not going to edit it too much. I'm just going to cut out all the bull crap that I talk about and stuff. So, you guys are going to hear a lot of mistakes. You know what? One of the things I find weird is that if you think about it this way, everybody who's watching is realizing how sad of a life I have because I'm talking to a camera. I'm talking to a camera. I'm literally taking time out of my day to sit in front of a camera and talking to it. And there's some people who watch it, and it's just creepy when you think about it in those ways. But yeah, I've been doing this for 10 years. The camera has been my best friend of all time. And I show no shame. So basically today's video is just going to be me ranting about something, I don't know, just whatever pops up out of my head. So basically, I'm noticing that in January, this is a lot of time where a lot of weird stuff happens. Like the new year starts to show itself, starts to give you an idea of where it's heading, where it's going. You know, we got the stupid Tide Pod challenge thing, that's a thing. So we clearly realize that people are getting stupider. The government has been shut down, which that's stupid. And it's over petty stuff. I don't understand. And it's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. You would think that it would be common sense. A lot of these things would be common sense, but they're not. For some reason, they're not. People are not getting it. We're electing people that don't know what the hell they're doing. And we have kids that for some reason don't know what they're doing. So what are we doing? What happened? And so, you know what? This is the time when you know that you've gotten older, when you realize that you weren't the crazy one. You know, when you realize that this generation is this generation and all this stuff. You know, I grew up in a very interesting time. I grew up shifting to the internet. Technically I was the last generation to know what life was like before the internet, and also the first generation to know the beginnings of the internet, and also the first generation to still be here and to know where it's gotten to now. When you look back at all this stuff, when I watch old movies and stuff like that, and I realize, I'm like, damn, these could all be resolved with the cell phone. One of the things was Home Alone. You know, during Christmas I was watching Home Alone and I saw that a lot of this stuff could have just been avoided completely because they have a cell phone. You know, if you have a cell phone, it would have fixed the entire problem. The alarm would have been on the phone. They didn't even have to, they just have that as a backup in case if the power went out, the phone would have still had some battery left. So they would have woke up on time and they could have charged their phones anyway, unless if the power went out, whatever. I mean, there still could have been, I question everything now. And the thing is that I hate it because I'm like, this doesn't work in today's time anymore. It doesn't work in today's time. So it's I miss old movies, but we can't have old movies back because we live in today's time. And that sucks. You know, I remember I miss those movies. I remember that there was a lot of movies I used to watch when I was a kid. I used to watch Bingo. Do you guys remember Bingo? Or Blank Check, that Disney movie where the kid gets $1 million? That was a lot of money back in the day. And he's buying a mansion with $1 million, but somehow he has money to buy video games and all these TVs and things like that. I'm like, with just $1 million, okay, $10 million, I can see that, but $1 million? No. He bought a freaking castle. Anyways, I'm sorry. I love a lot of things in life, and I've been trying to stay positive, and I understand why there's so many people that are so depressed right now. And it's so ridiculous that this is happening. That all this is happening. Like, there's that snow that hits people and keeps them in the house. So obviously, I love snow personally. Snow does not ruin my day. If anything, it makes it better. But the thing is that a lot of people don't like snow because it keeps them isolated in their house and they can't be free and they can't walk around, or they don't want to walk in it because it's too much, it's too dangerous, it's too cold. You know, it's messy, it's annoying, and it brings out the worst in people. And, you know, cabin fever, so it's a thing. You know, cabin fever is a thing and it sucks. But I get it. I get it. But the thing is that, so the snow's been hitting the East Coast like crazy. So I can understand why people are getting depressed about that. Government shutdown. You know, people are working and they're not sure when their next paycheck is because they got to come up with this idea. And then on top of that, we got this administration, including all these politicians that are all over whack, all out of whack from both sides of the party, both parties, and they're all freaking out and they're all saying, oh, we want this and want this and want this. And then we got really strong-headed people in there that cannot see other people or cannot empathize with other people, so they kind of just like say, well, we're gonna just close down the government and we're gonna keep it closed because we want a wall. I don't understand people. I don't get it. And in the Tide Pod things, I don't get that either. The thing is that I kind of stay away from the news. I don't watch the news. I stay away from articles. I'm keeping myself ignorant. And it's stupid that I do it, but I keep myself ignorant. Because the thing is that I'm trying not to judge people. Because when I look at articles or when I see things, it makes me feel a type of way, and then it makes me categorize a whole group of people because of who they voted for. And honestly, I understand that there's a lot of bad people on certain sides to other people, and it's a really crazy time to be us. And this is ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. And then there's like the fires in the homes, like the fires that all burnt down in California, like the fires that burned down all the homes. You know, there's just like a lot of crazy stuff, and there was even snow in Texas, and you know, so it's a lot of stuff that a lot of people have going on around them. And the thing is that, you know, staying away from the news and from social media, like I still am in social media, but I kind of like, I'm not using it as much as I did. So dwindling off of that has been very good for me. Like, I realize, oh my God, I feel so much better. I'm not stressing out. I'm not anxious. Because a lot of time when you watch these news shows, they're like trying to scare you to keep you to watch. And then that scares you more. And therefore that gives you like anxiety and anxious. And then you're hearing all these wrong things. And then because you heard this say this, you think that this is this. And all this stuff, it is ridiculous. I'm not trying to be completely ignorant. I mean, I do ask questions, but just don't be surprised if I don't know anything. Because at this point, I know that there's a lot of devastation and a lot of horrible things. Ever since the hurricane hit Puerto Rico, that's literally where I had to turn it off. Like, that's where I had to stop, because I was so scared for my grandmother, for my family that was down there, and the fact that they didn't, you know, my grandma, she got her power back relatively quickly, and that my aunt and uncle, they were out of power for a while. They didn't get it back until like a month later. And there's still people on the island that don't even have power, and it's unacceptable. And the thing is that I'm upset. But one of the greatest things that I enjoyed about that situation is just the fact that people got together for a common cause, regardless of what somebody in particular said. And regardless of everything, people got together and they made action happen. It did take a while because, you know, we were going to make it on our own anyway, blah, blah, blah. It's annoying. So I had to stop watching the news because it's getting stressful. Like, if a storm comes, my mom will obviously tell me about it. My mother is always current. So whenever I visit her every week. So I get my daily dosage of news from my mother. So basically, I've just been focusing on this project, and this project does require me to edit. So a lot of the times that also helps me stay off social media, and because I'm too busy editing something and trying to get it out there. So the only time I'm using social media, it's just a post. I really don't look at comments or anything. I'm not really getting comments, so therefore, like, there's no urge to really look. So the thing is that I do ask everybody what's their daily obsession of the day, and it makes sense, you know, like, people are not gonna answer the question, you know. Some people don't even make it to the end of the video. Some people are not gonna even make it to this end of the video because this video is 10 freaking minutes long. So I'm gonna wrap it up here because I rant too much. I talk too much, and cutting out all this stuff, I feel like I'm uneducated when I listen to all this. So anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. My daily obsession is TED Talks. Like, TED Talks are life. Like, nobody understands. Like, TED Talks are like these there's a YouTube channel, and basically it's a bunch of people a bunch of separate people, and they're all talking about like experiences and things like that, and it's really, really good and very insightful and very good. It's like 15 minutes per video, 18 minutes. Sometimes they talk about depression, how they got over it, things like that. Very motivational things, and I love it. I love it so much. I love it. 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 I've been watching nothing but motivational videos every day. I've been writing a positive quote every day. I've been doing everything positive and trying to keep this mind. I'm trying to reprogram this mind to think more positive. And I know that that's going to be annoying for a lot of people, and I'm going to be annoying to a lot of people. This is going to make sense because when I talk to people, I'm like, why don't you try looking on the bright side of life? And then people are going to want to punch me in my face. I understand completely because I've been on the negative side, but I've been in the negative side for too long, and it's time for me to feel enlightened for a little bit, you know? Come on. I've been depressed for too long, and I've been trying to fight this depression like crazy, and sometimes it comes in and it kicks in. But anyways, guys, I ask you this: if you make it to this far of the video, just by you answering the question shows me that you made it this far. So thank you. What is your daily obsession? Let me know in the comments below. And thank you guys so much for watching and putting up with this. I swear I'm not crazy. I love you guys. Peace out. Bye.